Hi, today I'm going to use a Lovable AI application to generate a custom website for a local restaurant business. So this will be a practice. I want to show you how the application works and how easy it is to create websites with this. Within minutes, we can just generate web pages, landing pages, and I will walk you through the whole process. We're going to use ChatGPT and Envato Elements for sourcing some of the images. So let's get started straight away. So we want to write a good prompt here so it can build a custom web page for us. So I'll go to ChatGPT and we can just go to dictate and I will tell him what we need so he can create us the prompts for Lovable. Hey, I want to use Lovable AI and I need you to write me a prompt that's going to explain that I want to create a website for a local Italian restaurant based in London. I want the website to have all of the usual pages for a restaurant like About Us, Gallery, Menu. Also, I want to include a form for reservations so customers can reserve their spot, and I want to be able to see those reservations in the back end of the website. Please create me the prompt as well as some dummy inputs so I can then forward it to Lovable and generate the website. Thanks so much. All right, let's see what will ChatGPT give back to us. And the key is to use ChatGPT as much as we can in our advantage. So we can use it to generate us dummy inputs. We can use it to give us the structure of the website because I'm not sure what are all of the pages that a restaurant needs to have. So let's see. So it gave us the name, the tagline, address, phone number, email, opening hours, style. So we can adjust all of these. If we had a design in place, then in Figma we can just forward the image and it will generate it based on that. But we have the style here. We can change all of the colors obviously and everything. Pages and structure. So we have home, about us, menu, gallery, reservations, contact, and legal. These are the inputs for the reservation. What's required, confirmation. All right. And here we have the dummy menu. I want to change the menu later on, so we'll work on that in a bit. SEO and technical, that's good that it also provided us that. Components and UX nodes, sticky header with a book table. So let's just copy and paste this and I will talk about it in a second. So what Lovable is doing right now, it's analyzing all of the data and it's using its knowledge base, it's using its previous training to generate us websites based on our prompt, and it will generate us the first version and then we can communicate back and forward with it to move forward, to change things, and to get to the final version of the website. It's super fast. For example, I used Webflow in the past, I used Wix, I used WordPress. Those are kinda no-code tools, but this is insane. You can just talk to AI and you can generate websites within a seconds without any technical knowledge. You can just communicate because this is a conversational LLM and it's very easy to use. And let's see the outcomes. And by the way, while we're waiting for that, I will just prepare some images here for the restaurant. So let's search up restaurant image. And by the way, you will get all of these from your client. If you're working with a restaurant, you will ask your client, can you provide me with some images from your restaurant, and we can then place them on the website. So let's take this one, let's take this one, just so we have a few images. And I'll also talk to ChatGPT and ask him to provide me with a dummy menu. So let's turn on dictation. Hey, can you please provide me with a dummy menu with about 20 meals so I can then import it into Lovable so it sounds like something that Italian restaurant would offer. Thanks so much. And I always add this thank you so much because It is based on emotional prompting, and you kind of have to use the how to win friends and influence people things. So here's a realistic dummy Italian inputs. Okay, this is still generating. We downloaded the images. All right, so we have the menu here. So let's just copy it. It's 20 dishes total, so that's perfectly fine. So I will just prepare the next prompt. Things, can you please add these items to the menu? Okay, so we have that prepared. We can also prepare logos. We can also prepare brand guidelines. As I said, if we gave Lovable a better input with more information, with more guidelines, it would provide us with even better result tailored to our outcomes. But if we're building this for a local restaurant, it really doesn't have to be that complex, because this is at the end of the day just going to be their presentation, so they can show off the menu, the location, gallery for customers who want to visit. Those are all of the things that are important for them. While we're waiting, let's get some more images just in case we need them. So let's take this one. Let's take this one. And you can also use AI to generate those images, which Lovable is going to do by itself. And as you can see, Lovable is still thinking. It is taking some more time because we need to integrate the database that's going to be linked with that form, and it's also building the front end. As I mentioned, something like this would take hours, if not days, if not even weeks, to complete a simple website, especially when we had to go into HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all of those tools. It took so much time. You needed to understand the technical things. You needed to know how to code. Then we got into the era of Wix and Webflow and WordPress, which cut out the time by a lot. But now we can just put in simple prompts. We don't even need to know how to code. We don't even need to have design in place, and it will do everything for us. Alright, so in 10 minutes, everything is completed. We have the Trattoria Bella Vista website with clear call to action to book a table, with the form, with opening hours, party size, location. Like, this is a fully functional website. So let's go and publish it so I can see it on a bigger screen. I mean, what can I say? This is a fully functional website within 10 minutes. Fully functional. All of the pages are connected, working well. We'll add images here. Menu with all of the different sections. This is literally insane. If you were to hire someone to do this, it would take at least weeks, and we got this in 10 minutes. It's insane. The map is working right. You have the option to add links to social media. We have the privacy policy, which actually works, terms of service, and we can change all of these. We have the newsletter, opt-in, the location, the email that when we click on it, it leads straight to the email. This is insane. So now I want to add this prompt, which is to change up the menu. Let's go. And let's see how fast it works. So this is the current menu. And I love that it's sectioned like this. It looks very professional straight away. We need to allow the access. So allow, and Lovable is doing everything for us. So we just need to think, and it's going to do the work for us. Okay, it's added to the database, so let's see. All right, it's updated. And it also put everything in the right section. It's just a few seconds. Even if you had the CRM for this, it will take you at least an hour to refill all of these, to change up things, but here it's just within seconds. Now let's go to the gallery. I saw that the images are not loading here, obviously, because we haven't added any. So now let's copy all of these images here. Okay, we can upload up to 10. So let's do it like this. Hi, can you please add these images to the gallery section? All right. And you can also chat here as well. So I don't even need to type, I can just speak. Okay, so it took about 5 minutes to do it, but I still can't see it here, so it's not updated. So let's ask it, why can't I see the images on the preview? You can communicate with Lovable just as you're communicating with ChatGPT. You can ask questions and then you'll think about it, give you the answers, and fix things automatically. As you can see, it's thinking about the problem and then it's providing us with the solution. It says that it should be fixed now, but it still isn't working. So let's ask him again. Hey, it's still not working. Can you please check if it has something to do with different labels that you put out for the gallery images? Because you mentioned restaurant interior, fresh pasta, chef at work, etc. But my images are not matching those. If that's the case, you can remove the labels and you can just place images as they are. Okay. And while it's doing that, let's test out the book a table section. So let's fill in with my information here. test@gmail.com +111. Party size, let's say 4 guests. Date, let's pick Thursday 9th, 1 p.m. Outdoor, nothing to add. And you need to agree to privacy policy and reserve a table. Phone number, okay. Thank you. And we also have the thank you page, which can be customized with some of the upsells or anything, but this is for restaurants, so we don't need to do that. So return home. And now let's go into the database here and let's see if we have any reservations. So now when you go here, it should display it here and it displays it. So we have the name, email, phone number, party size, reservation, date, time, everything is here. And we can obviously customize all of these fields so it can ask different questions and get different inputs. Okay, so it processed it once again and it's still not working. So I think there's a problem with this gallery page. So I will ask him to redo the whole page and to input the images that I provided. Hi, can you please? Okay. It actually is working. Okay. There you go. So as you can see, you just need to prompt him a few times and it works perfectly. It works perfectly. Now we have images here in the gallery and you can do those prompts for every single page. If you want to change the party size, you can change the text here. You can change the contact information about a section. You can add images all over the place. You can add links here, change the email address, and there you go. In just a few hours, you can have a fully functional and published website. And one last thing that I want to check is the responsiveness. So let's see if it actually works both on mobile and on desktop. So we have the web page here, cool. Gallery working fine. Book a table, everything's working. And now let's test it out on the mobile. And it works. It's amazing. It's amazing that within just a few minutes we were able to create a fully responsive website for a restaurant, and you can sell this for 500 euros easily 500 euros like this. So I hope you got some good insights from this video. I hope you now understand where AI is heading and why is there so big hype around it. Something like this wasn't available just a few months ago, not to even talk about 10 years ago. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to leave them below this video, and if you want to work with me one-on-one, schedule the call and I'll be glad to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon.